की बात स्कूल्स और कॉलेज की है तो मुझे लगता है वहाँ पर अभी इम्प्रूव हो रहा है स्कूल्स में भी फुटबॉल और क्या बोलते हैं कॉलेज में भी तो जो हमने क्वालिफाई किया पिछले साल आई लीग सेकेंड डिवीजन तो मुझे लगता है उससे भी वो बहुत इंस्पायर हो गए बहुत स्कूल कॉलेज ने स्टार्ट कर दिया फुटबॉल खेलना तो मुझे लगता है उधर फुटबॉल अभी राइट पे है प्रोफेशनल क्लब है जो आपके क्लब के अलावा लोन स्टार just to translate for the three gentlemen up here and also anyone else in the audience, what he said was, what he was asked was, who are the rising stars from there, what about prospects for the national team? He mentioned Viraj, Madhu, and, obviously, what he did say also was the fact that having won last year and being promoted to the I-League, it's already started to inspire young kids in the region to start playing the sport, and that's already a big plus and a big take. Thank you for the question as well. Do you want to add something to that? यहाँ पर एक और प्लेयर भी है जो अरुण मल्होत्रा जो उससे पहले भी खेल चुके हैं मुझे हिसाब से बात की जो इंटरनेशनल भी खेल चुके हैं और बड़ी क्लब भी जिसमें भगवान वगैरह में खेल चुके हैं तो अभी स्कूल कॉलेज में भी लड़के लड़के खेल रहे हैं तो वो भी रिस्पेक्ट बेस्ड जो हम क्वालिफाई किए लास्ट आई लीग में तो उनके लिए एक बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म बन गया है कि आगे अपना नाम बनाए और नेशनल एरिया में आए और अपना जो कश्मीर का नाम पूछे What he added was the fact that by not just winning with not just inspired them, we've given them a platform to now actually have a goal to aim for to play the Indian national team, not just for teams that are coming through in Kashmir as well. So thank you for that. We had a question on the front as well. Mike, please.
My name is KASHMIR and I am the Chief Advisor on Tax and Law to Adidas. So this is not really my arena, but then I venture to step into it. And my question is addressed to Dave Thomas. Whereas it is good to sponsor sport at the highest level, I think there should be a message also for the common people, not so good, not the best of the best, but the people who play it as a sport, as a game. So, what does Adidas and what does KASHMIR have in mind to do in future for the very common boys and girls, and especially the girls, because they are 50% of the population?
Yeah, and I think I'm glad you asked that question, and it wasn't rehearsed, but thank you for asking that question. Look, I think you're right. We're not just a brand that wants to sponsor the national team or the Premiership League team. We believe that at a grassroots level, we have a really strong role to play, and nowhere is that more true than in India, where we have a lot of opportunity to encourage youth, kids to play sport, be it the beautiful game of football, be it many other sports that exist. We are very happy if we can encourage people, and that's why I think you mentioned it before that this great team has now given many people a reason to believe that they can play sport at a state level, at a national level, and even beyond that. And I think we'll have lots planned on the grassroots. And Sean mentioned some of them before on a football level, and I think that I'm glad you mentioned girls as well, because while traditionally a lot of people may think of football as a male sport, it is of course a sport, and boys and girls, men and women play the sport, and that's something that we also look to encourage, and it's something that as we get into our partnership with KASHMIR, we'll look to see what we can do more, and I think there is a lot more we can do, again, not only in J&K, but across India. Sean, I don't know if you want to add or...
Absolutely, and when we were gathered here just a month ago as well, Adidas expressed that that's her favorite sport, and her favorite icon is Messi.
Yeah, she grew up playing a lot of football.
And she grew up playing a lot of football, so absolutely. We, in some of our grassroots initiatives and some of our tournaments as well, we've had categories specifically just for girls and girls-only teams. So we'll continue to develop football across guys and girls. Absolutely.
That's a message. Good gentleman on front, please.
Good evening. My question was addressed to the players. Once we getting the T-shirt, what we saw, the Adidas brand, and I'm not talking about the other brand. So how much does that give in the winning streak? How much does that contribute to the winning streak?
How motivating is it, guys? Because obviously, fantastic. We learn from all three of you.
Actually, I will give you the answer in this simple word. It's just a dream come true for us.
Just like the teams of Sean and Charles, all we did, right? It's really motivating because from past we want not getting like that sponsorship. It's a big brand, it's a dream come true like for us.
Right.
And something new? No, different in I think what it is, was is that our dream come true was Adidas to sponsor so the husband to let them know. Yeah, I think that's what's basically here. Great message. Anyone else?
Can I say that? I know that's
Yeah.
but
Jumping, right?
we feel a big responsibility too, actually. Like, this is in a way a dream come true for us to be associated with this team and this journey. And I was very fortunate earlier this year, to meet Shamim when I was in Trinidad, and beautiful place that it is. And to have this idea put in front of us, which has come now to this day, it's special. So as much as it's a dream come true for the players, we also take our responsibility very seriously. So we're here to support you in every way we can. So thank you.
Yeah, I think that's as a sportsman, that's all you want. If you know you've got support coming through, and no matter what happens, that's a big confidence for yourself. But I'm also going to come back to you, Dave, and maybe Sean as well. Just on a lighter note, how much does it just change things? How much do you think about it and sort of go, I'm going to pinch myself moment and think, hang on, we've got a team in paradise on earth. I mean, it must be a pretty special feeling, right?
Yeah, I mean, Sean and I are both from countries where we always thought of as paradise on earth. And then when I went up there and I saw the beautiful mountains and I saw the beautiful lakes and also the beautiful people and the hospitality and not without its tensions, but to see that welcoming approach and to see the stadium and to see and to really follow what you guys have been through. It's quite a humbling thing, and it's truly a beautiful place.
Sean, anything to add to that?
Well, I think Dave's covered the beautiful scenery of Trinidad and J&K. But I mean, for us, just the team and the club has such an inspiring story. It goes beyond football. The obstacles that they've overcome, what they've managed to achieve in 2 years, they've proven their mettle. I mean, for us, and they've done it like from inception, winning the league twice in a row. So for us, a great privilege to partner with you guys. We've got the hugest amount of respect for you, and we're delighted that you will carry the 3 stripes into the season. And again, like I said, we wish you all the best, and we'll follow you. We come up and definitely watch it in Trinidad as well.
David, you did say you got through, no pressure that to make it a big deal. Inside, no pressure there. I'm just going to maybe, anyone else on the floor? Otherwise, I might go with one last question to round things off. I just want to go to Danish because, Danish, I just want to ask you, is this sitting here today on the Castle playing the I-League, a big moment for you? Is it in some way similar to that walk towards the masterpiece at penalty? I mean, the emotion that you're feeling here, it's that beautiful time, right? Where there's an unknown, but there's also something special at the end of it.
I think personally, it's more tougher than scoring a penalty. So I'm not used to it.
No, the excitement, what are the different feelings going on?
Yeah, it's really nervous to be here. So I'm not used to this kind of situation. So I'm going to be prepared for this.
Yeah, you've done very well. You've carried yourself very, very well. And I think just the honesty with which, all of them have carried themselves off, it's so nice to see. And a big thank you to everyone. I think it's been a wonderful afternoon. And as we said, it's just a start. I think that's the key. It is a start. There'll be coffee times, there'll be amazing times. And I think as long as we're all here positively behind the boys here, behind every other lad that comes through this region and through this team, but more. I think that's the big message that we need to carry through. And hopefully we'll find more diamonds in the rough, and we'll see them not just in India, but in some top leagues around the world as well. So thank you everyone for joining us today. But before you head away, we've got a lovely photo exhibit out the back, and Adidas will be carrying on a 7-city tour of not just the pictures you see here, but some beautiful pictures of the valley as well. So join us for IC after, and a big round of applause for Team Real Estate.